Hi guys, I just wanted to do a bit of a video to give some guys some information and that so they can make their own data logger. So I've just got here a linear potentiometer. A few guys have spotted it in the slow motion video and asked a couple of questions about it. I'm going to share a link to this exact model in the description. And the reason I use this exact model is because it'll do up to 10 meters per second with an accuracy of 0.05%, so really highly accurate. I think this will cost you about $89 US, so fairly cheap. You should either find it on eBay or just go straight to the website that I link in the description. And then this is what I originally started with. This is the Arduino board that I've talked about. This is just the real basic model. This is an Uno, and I've since updated to the R4, which is the new, so this one's 3 times faster processing speed. So I highly recommend you use this one. So what you'll do is you'll buy this board. These are about $59. You'll download some software that's free online, and with that software you'll be able to upload some code onto this board. The coding's, especially if you're someone like me that's very weak in the IT department, the coding's the most challenging part, and I took a couple of years to sort of get it nailed down, and I'd lose a bit of interest in it and then come back a few months later and try again, and we finally nailed it down with a bit of help with a few helpful guys online. So I'm going to share that code in the description as well. Like I say, that's the most challenging part of the project, and you can just literally copy and paste this into the program, and so all the work will be done for you. You'll note a couple of things in this coding. If you know a little bit about coding, you'll see at the top there's a section where we do a search for time, and every 5 seconds we do a SD card write. So there's that to note. You can change that time depending on how much information you can store on this device, because you have to realise that the SD card write is actually the slowest process for the board. So you'll see that, and then at the bottom of the coding you'll see a delay, and I have delay 1, so that delay is milliseconds. So what I am doing is delaying the reading of the code for every millisecond. So basically I'm getting a millisecond sample. You could change that 1 to a 5 and you would have a 5 millisecond sample, or you could change it to 10, so forth. But I was getting a bit of grief about my sample rate, so we ramped it up to basically at the fastest realistic sample rate we could do. But like I say, these are $59 boards, so we're producing some good data for under $250. This is the little box I have. So it's just a little weatherproof box. You'll see on the top I have this red board. You'll need one of those too. So that's an SD card board. Basically just clips on top of that R4. Has all the wiring going into that. Again, that's pretty straightforward to use. We have the cables coming from our linear potentiometer, and then coming out of this we have just the cables that will just run to a 12 volt source. So this will run on anything from 6 to 12 volts. When I had my RMZ, obviously the old Kickstart RMZ, I used to have to run a little battery pack. It was just one off one of those mountain bike headlights. So obviously with the KTMs and most of the modern bikes these days, it's pretty good because we have the 12 volt battery right there. So there's that. And then I just want to explain, a few guys get a little bit upset about how most of the work is around a single event. Obviously you can record as much data as you like and you just end up with a whole lot of data points, but the beauty of doing a single event like the bump or a jump scenario is we really minimize all the variables. So we come down, we're doing the same bump, the same vehicle speed and the same tyre, and the only thing we're changing is the suspension setup. And the beauty of that is this whole exercise has been around dynamic behaviour. So that is how the behaviour of a damper changes when we change the tune of a damper, with a particular focus obviously on pressure balancing. So what you'll end up, the data you'll end up with out of this telemetry tool is position versus time, and you can turn that position versus time into velocity. And if you turn that into velocity, you basically are projecting the force output for that given event. And like I say, because the whole purpose of this exercise is to see that dynamic behaviour, if we just use one single event and minimise, like I say, all those variables, then the only thing that's changing is the damper's response to that particular event. And it's even to the point where when I check the data from this, I give everything basically the same starting point. So I'm going to do another video about interpreting the data, but everything starts the moment it starts to move. So we're even discluding the tyre squish. So yeah, so this is it. This is how you can make your own one. Anyone can reach out to me if they get stuck halfway through the project. I'll be more than happy to help. If you're watching this from YouTube, please find our new Facebook group, which is called Dirt Bike Data Dialogue. So search us out on Facebook. Feel free to join the group. We just want to get a good group of guys together, share a bit of information, really nail down these dynamic differences. And if you've got friends that are just always keen to learn things or keen to see how things really work, get them to join as well. The more people, the better it'll be. And like I say, always happy to assist guys and help them. Yeah, no worries. Thanks guys. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.